don't know on a bag account some of them. The feed native boy. And in a monkania native. Problem. You get it. The camera who have it.
Ebusian for what the betche kakra in a technical issue kakra, but it has been resolved. Yeah, it was young come a year to train a prophet and in my intem ayon kofa and as ayon the familiarities between sons and prophets. And no one common year to train na ye need so for same and a tree and como ya shall say prophets. We picked it from baby a papa ni who a prophet is and a son to a prophet and say what important when they different nama the advantage of womb the advantage of working with a prophet and no any Jews are not suffer some eguswa or chichi mo fanche wa we free to be a sabra so na yen cost to entry and common suffer some yes, I you. Advantage of working with a prophet.
Advantages of working with a prophet. Asante for Buberi says Ankofa. Inchi. No. Yes, Abba for free. I will still honor my father. The only one ancient prophet Amoah Nyamekye. Maybe a papa will be a Nyame Asian na the Oyebia no Omane Enkoso taught the IGP, Inspector General of Prophecy. So we were on advantages. Faswa a womb sa only odi for nantia. Yedi kan share honam mu faswa e ka se obetime nya sika. Obetime nya ntade, obetime nya aduane, nyema efa honam adwuma ho. And honhom so no do obetime nya number 1, obetime nya o Kristo soma anamontuo no ho obetime nya ehho akwan kire. Obetimi akire wo kwan e wo honhom nema mu. De toso mienu de edimu tintiman pa amemfa we ni kan. Ene se obetimi akire wo nyame.
Obetimi akire wo nyame.
Okay. Ono ne kire wo nyame, e kire wo nyame akwan. Two things, o kire wo nyame, e sa akire wo na akwan.
So obi kire nyame like a trace
like he shows you to God or kire wo nyame. And secondly, o kire wo na akwan. Only in the book of, I think, Exodus, na Bible can say, Israel for no omunim nyame ni nwanwade. Na Moses nim na akwan. So there are two things, the personality of God and the ways of God.
Okay.
To ochire wo nyame, say the nyame tie ni su ne ban. Na wa kire wo ne na kwan a nyame na kwan a ode agu ho ama. Very important.
Okay, see, on my understanding God, who God is,
yes,
what God stands for
powerful.
Us, then how he operates, not quite okay. Okay.
And two, he also he helps grow and nurture the grace and the gift of God that is embedded in your spirit. Where the betria obwa ma nyame adoma chede a ewo mu ana honhom no obwa ma nyini ohwe wo kra so ma chede me kwata so ohwe wo kra so osa abwa ma adom na ewo mu nyini. Two, I think 1, 2, 3, fourthly, the Osai say, the Unya Bakun say, or Mount Yankupum adwene. And I say, I'm using Yankupum a fruitful and a very simple. He helps you to understand the mind and the counsel of God.
Okay.
Of church or he directs you. And last but not least, there is a place called grace. He also dispenses or releases grace on you. Or my adom at also. Because a typical example is looking at Elijah and Elisha.
Okay.
Or my adom and so at also. And until when Nikakre wo and fasodia yenye free odi so woni odi for ebom anante.
Wow. So aside physical now ubinya nieme one as a person no spiritually or boama wunyame so the gifts in you grows perfectly.
Wow.
You understand the ways of God and the mindset of God. Okay.
And lastly,
okay,
he corrects you.
Okay.
Very, very important. Once I'm saying, go for baby on social media, they will be like, how you deep for no more, a deep for no pair fatherhood, deep for PC. But if you get a father and I say, oh, deep for nam na obey ne bar, one thing he see to it is that you always walk on the right path. Uchia obetino.
Okay.
Yes. And a typical example is somebody like my own father.
Okay.
Yes, obetino. So that means that on said these are ye no say odi for tene ne ba of every kwan bone ho a he wants the son or the daughter to assume the character of him the father. Because okomese up abonten a hwan bani
their names are always attached.
You get it. So for you to come on a clean sheet no or better no o ma wonye de o pese wo ye.
He corrects you as you move in the ministry and in your life too.
Powerful.
Okay. So I know that is a relationship.
Okay.
And we have another set called familiarities. What's the line between relationship and familiarities?
It is through relationship familiarity can set.
Okay.
Because in working with a prophet to say, you can't say only with D4 nantia. Like I say no. Access, he gives you access, and the access is not your right, it's a privilege.
Okay.
And you know, say only D4 nantia. One thing that you must be very careful is familiarity. And no dear among kaya say about because yes, I say and you can say a prophet is two personality in one. Or yeah, honam esaye honhom nyankopon e kasa mafo nyame fa ne mu kasa. And so if you are working with such a person, the dikan ya wo ni sa di for nenante e was wunya pa ye the spirit of discernment. Because so when you di for benante I will say your own prayer altar and I say your own relationship with God are very intact. Very, very, very intact.
To work with the prophet.
To work with the prophet. I was saying one kasa no di for nam one kasa no you should know what God is also saying per time. And you say be a okasa expressly, but you must be able to discern. Who said no, me no di for nam. O didi or kasa yesre ye we are eno. So for you not to allow familiarity sets in, if you don't have spirit of discernment, familiarity burial, no matter who you are.
Okay, so before that, let's understand the word familiarity. What does it stand? Or what does it mean?
Oh, you can't familiarity. Familiarity simply means that not honoring let's just use a prophet, not honoring a prophet. Abusing access.
Okay.
Ya mo akonya no. I say, wafa akonya ne tra de open awode.
Okay.
That is what we call familiarity.
Okay. Okay.
That is in general term.
So in Tibetia, we have a relationship that is the kind of because you get access to the person, that is the relationship you have with your father.
Yes.
And when the familiarity sets in, what you use the relationship based on the relationship to do.
That is a familiarity.
Right. Okay.
To be on bit my bendi for very, very close to a prophet. But who say he knows his left from his right. He knows when the prophet is eating or okay, let me paraphrase this. And I say let me use this as a clause. Because we are dealing with prophet, my father is a prophet, our father is a prophet.
Yeah.
And by the privilege of God's mercies, we happen to be sons and daughters.
Okay.
So let us use that as a case study.
Okay.
Okay. A typical example is like my father. By the special grace of God, we've worked with him for quite a number of years now. Only, especially Papa and Amoah Nyamekye. What is ODD or person ODB?
Okay.
Obetimi the asema ba mu nyina mo besere. Obetimi BBA, especially those that used to be with him in his car. Papa, you'll be pay concentration very much. He wants to concentrate at any slight time.
Okay.
Into only need the Jamaica when said, as a son, you must know when your father has switched from being just a human being into hearing the voice of God.
Are you able to tell?
Yes, you can tell.
Okay.
If you know, then I'm not a son of Prophet Amoah Nyamekye.
Okay.
In Jamaica say, I don't know about different fathers, but let's use my papa as a case study.
Okay.
You must be able to tell that, though yes, though you need, but this particular time was switching. So you should know when your father has switched. That is when you are a son. Because say I sorry about messing up, not me messing up. How my father will deal with a church member is different from how he will deal with me.
Sure.
Punishment, mine will be more severe than the church member. Why? Because he knows that I should understand by now the ways on which I meet him in the night.
Yeah.
Yes. So that is the little I can also say from that.
Okay, so I have a question here. Can a prophet do wrong things and still rebuke a son for doing wrong things? As a jabit me at the bonina, well, probably the same thing, not if not the same thing, like any other thing now, or don't rebuking a son.
Question no, say meti ase ya. Yemfa ne say eja ye bone. Na oba no so ye bone. Na eja na jai ne bone no. Na wachi akora nanim. This question is block letter YES. Yes. No, why should you not be corrected? Did you come to be a father or you came to be a son? Biologically, me papa beti me ID and I a baby. Me miss my baby. Do I have a right to correct my father? There is no right to correct a father. In the book of Exodus, Moses did a similar thing. Moses ye bone, Miriam ne Aaron, they saw it. But now Nyame di Aaron ashe Moses as send Moses D4. Miriam so you D4 but omunina ashe Moses ministry ase. So in other words, Moses was their spiritual head. Waye bone, the Nyame say me yen no wakoye. And it is right for them to rebuke him because he has done wrong.
Okay.
Yes, rebuking no. You saw we knew what happened.
Yeah.
Nyankopon ma kwatagu Miriam. Aaron, because of his priestly role in ti, Nyame amfa ne nsa anka no. But later, God was able to take the robe off Aaron and kill him. Not said that when but because of what he did to Moses. Inti Nyankopon ma Miriam nya instant judgment. But Aaron, because of the role in ti. But when you read in the account, it got to a time God brought Aaron before him. And then he killed him. So you don't have in a capacity as who to correct a father.
No, okay. That would have been my second question. The question was, me papa bonny, and I'm my bonny, and I'm my papa So the question the person is trying to ask.
What papa bonny now or no?
Was it if I share so for penny be and I say we share a dream? Yes, so for penny we are talking about prophet, so definitely. Ocean I said now when it's here, so orinsa and I say yeah calabule any other stuff. Does he has the right to rebuke you when you go the same line?
Yes, he has every right. 101% right whilst he's been doing it. 101%. Did you come to correct or you came to learn? Number one. Did you come to be directed or you came to direct?
Okay.
Because as a son, you don't have a say. This thing we are talking about is spiritual. So the obession aseno, he deals with God. Then I make us say, you can deal with every office. But when it comes to the office of a prophet, it is dicey. It's a different ball game. He hears from God. If he has done wrong, it is God that corrects him, not you. You can't correct a father. And maybe in the capacity as you, it is only a father that corrects a son.
Okay.
Not a son correct a father. And it's also for penny and also the highest thing you can do as a son is to pray and intercede for your father.
Okay.
not to even go behind him and speak to anybody about it.
Okay.
You are a bad son. You disqualify yourself immediately. You become a bad son. Outrightly, even God will even evict you from being a sonship, a son. You don't have a capacity to correct a father. All you can do is to pray and intercede for him.
So, irrespective of your oil,
you don't have to.
You must accept
Do
correction.
you believe God answers prayer?
Oh yes.
So why don't you pray to God for God to direct and also correct his own
path?
Yes. Than you, it's dangerous.
Okay.
It's dangerous.
Okay. And as a son who works with a prophet, must you always listen to whatever advice your father gives you?
Yes. You listen to every advice.
Every advice.
98% yes. 2% no.
Every advice. Because when you were explaining, you said he's in two forms. Or ye honam fam or wo ne honam fam de.
Yeah.
And or wo ne honam fam de. Coming together makes him a prophet. Must you listen to every advice as a son your father gives you?
And I made sure say, okay, let me do it this way.
Because if baby obey to me free, ne honam fam aba honam fam.
He comes of bahonam fam, he's still a leader.
Fine. But he can give you advice based on ne honam fam. Must you accept every advice?
And I made sure say it is, let me use the word, it is 90% yes, 10% no. The 10% no in the form of, I would say, as sons, we aspire to be like fathers. Now, if that is why I'm saying, make sure we can say, for you to work closely with a prophet, your altar, your spiritual altar must be ablaze, must be intact with God.
Okay.
So a prophet or a father figure can give you a wrong counsel.
Yes.
I should make what I say. It's just like Odifo Nyamesoma and say, Uncle Odifo be or Uncle or Manin the demon in your hair. A senior prophet came and told me, as you were living, God also spoke to me, say. I should make what I say. So it's like the first question you ask yourself, they say, Papa me dinachi and Odifo amenenami. Does he want the best for me? If he wants the best for you and he wants you to grow and be more than him, he will never give you a wrong counsel.
Okay.
And there are prophets, father figures, they even don't want a son to emerge. And also,
because what we are doing, I don't want to a best center on our father alone. It's abroad and people are out there working with a lot of edifo.
Yeah.
And for share, they work with the prophets, they move with a lot of prophets. And if say the papa I think we will be biased because you and I know the kind of father he is. But and you be an no. That is why I'm setting it broad.
Okay.
But what
yeah, Matthias. Yeah.
Somebody watching us, I can say a program no, it's broad. It's not centered to us alone.
Okay.
Somebody watching us, any odifo binam. Just as you said, if we are not adria, papa ne wo man ne bano may not be good
yeah,
as we have. And you will be an a privilege to get a good father to father him.
Okay.
Must the person listening to every advice? That is why I asked that question.
Every advice in the form of, is it a human advice or godly advice? If you are
okay program, no, can you say example? If you are okay program, no, can you say Jiskao? So during the program, no, even when God has not told you to take money from a particular person, just because Okacha will say, Masa, okon mi jiskabra, must you listen as a son?
Okay. Personally, from my own point of view, if Okoye program now Papa can just say jiskao mi hieskao. Personally, I think that one way or the other, you can't disobey the orders of a father.
Okay.
Number one.
Okay.
Number two, you can only disobey when God speaks to you expressly. Don't do it. In this case, will you obey your father and I'll be obeying Nyame?
I'm the host.
So the obedience must be of God first.
Okay.
Oh, that is true. If I'm going for a program, especially, excuse me to use it. Now, my papa say me here car. I don't have any. I am obliged to his counsel.
Yes.
So I must do what pleases my father. Anything I do that pleases my father, in a way, I'm not saying that anything that pleases your father must please God, but anything that pleases God must please your father. That's what I make understand. So, papa can't say you must go and do what he says. Loyalty comes in.
Irrespective of senior advice, Nete.
Advice na koji ska de say enya de bone.
Obapo.
Enya po.
I said nyamen kan, but also just going to nyamen kan is you take it.
Say me to me can say nyame si tua ska we o si jiska bra, so how I bring the money depends on me. Me van come just say nyame si tua 1000 be nyamen kan he.
Okay, so basically example Elisha and Elijah. I think he disobeyed the master.
In what way?
Or say konna koto ade me sumao. Ba wanko.
Wow. 2 Kings chapter 2 verse 20. Do you know the revelation there? Or say me call Bethel. What is Bethel? If you are this not you are not onye nipa nenam one ne honhom agya nenam. Spiritual father.
Exactly.
Good. Now, Bible said na all call Bethel. And oka che say nyame asoma me Bethel. Enti twen me wa ha. Me kwa aba or say me ntwen wa ha. So wow. Say if you are dealing with that scripture is not disobedience. That scripture is a revelational scripture.
Okay.
Number one, what is Bethel?
Okay.
Bethel is the house of God. Every spiritual father must bring you to the house of God.
Yeah.
And it's also just say, that means that there is a question mark. I followed you so that so if you are first going to Bethel, which is the house of God, I must be in the house of God. If not for anything, at least to serve you there. So that is a revelational scripture. And you say on sign to or sign keke. And that one alone, my papa me say it is not disobedience. Because there was something at stake. So that means at that critical moment, so any loose guard papa he will lose or he will miss something. So that place was focus and determination.
Focus and determination. It's say for whilst the conversation is going, obey me the wasem bisa anasa wajinche afaso amaye na iya kai. Dixon say, may the Lord give us wisdom. I think we all need that a lot.
Very, very, very much.
Dixon, we all need that a lot. Okay. So now back to familiarity.
Okay.
Into one may as I say, young kofa ye papa no one. Familiarities can set in based on how you use a young kofa no.
Yeah.
What brings about familiarities?
I would say, like Obi Ma comments, we need wisdom. To work with a father, medical discernment once. And secondly, I was talking about wisdom when the question came in. Discernment and wisdom is principal or key things we need to work with a prophet.
Okay.
Not a teacher, a prophet. Familiarity sets in when he gives you access.
Okay. When
he gives you access.
Okay.
Who said, like I told you, sometimes I will bring a case study, then we go general. I say, only papa nam na odi Palmer Nyamekye nam or Toby bia he wants or person will do on Saturn.
Yeah.
On Toby man or not to be winning a indi. Yin a mon como. Yin a young kwaha. Especially when you move with him in places your travel program near there. You will onje bed the ma angel room ma yenji on my engine room man on so engine room. Muna the same room, the same bed. He wouldn't even allow you to sleep on the floor. These are assets he gives you as a son. If you are barren of discernment and wisdom, you will abuse it. How does familiarity set in? Number one, when he gives you access to something, not that thing he gives you access to, or better, not the access has been spread abroad, you become familiar. Example, say, like said, Nyamekye, only the baby, he gives you access to do something for him. Oh, they come, papa call baby, because I say, no, mommy, hear you. That is familiarity. You can't keep coded secrets.
Okay.
That is familiarity.
Okay.
The moment it transcends to a third party, you become familiar because you've abused the access. Number two, especially some of us that have access, especially into the house of prophets. Anytime you go there, he needs you, you come. My father calls me, Sammy, a neighbor 7 at Brefi. He's expecting you in the house.
Yeah.
Because you have access to his abode, to his house. Oh, Kwanad for the Yes. You've abused it.
Okay.
You've become familiar with that access.
Okay.
And a father figure will not talk about these things. He'll just be watching you. That is it. So when we come here, when we are bringing it into scripture, a typical example is Elisha and Gehazi.
Okay.
There be a papa no, or nam, or man instructions man. But when Naaman came, say or be penny yare sani adi or de ayodi ebre odi phone ga say on fanko. But Bible say name Gehazi edi nechi ekoje Naaman. If not familiarity, why would you leave your father and go after somebody? Yes. So these things, you don't know. Who names a familiarity? But this is what breeds or brings the platform that breeds familiarity. What lastly, one thing I want to also touch on for us to understand as sons or people working closely with the prophet. A prophet is not your friend. A prophet is not your friend. Even if he brings you to that realm, he can never be your friend. Your father cannot be your friend. And by extension, your father's friends are not your friends. Oh, papa, and I say, Udi for now for any wadamfo.
Wow.
So as a son, because he has given you access, some friend me catch and say, and he gives you the person's number, does not mean her, in the realm of sonship, in quotes, you are calling your father's friend, so there are if you don't set boundaries for yourself, familiarity can simply come in. It will set in without you even knowing. Said they are signs that familiarity has set in. He's the only person that can determine. Because as Santefo say, the old chasal. So you need somebody to prompt you, say, Charlie, what you are doing. Or my familiarity has set in.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow. So for some, that's it. So if it sets in, what are some of the impacts it brings on you and the son?
Familiarity sets in between only prophet and Namanao papa. First consequence that comes is that it blocks the pipeline through which your blessing flows. The first thing you do is that usino.
Okay.
So nipa bebre any D4 now. You are not seeing any progress in their life. They are just stagnated. And they don't understand why.
Okay.
You must have a personal or an introspection of your own self. Where did I go wrong? Because your prosperity is dependent on them. Into we ye die free no hoba ye die nya sika nko a opomodin ye die wadwuma ye die sika ka ho awarisem. Everything prospers when the prophet speaks or when you honor a prophet. And this familiarity set in a blocky pet. All these areas you cannot grow. And we are number one. Number two, if you become familiar with the prophet, Bible said the Oma Odifo in so cruano unya Odifo aketua. Yes, I say Odifo yenipa o nipa su. Two, osa Odifo ye ewo ho. Enti no dia ode mani bia no, are you giving to him one as human, two as just somebody you know, or as a prophet? If it is coming as a prophet, then that means there is a reward that comes with that. So if there is a reward that comes with it, not say the negative or the opposite of reward, punishment. So anytime you go contrary to what brings reward, you've entered into the realm of punishment.
Wow.
Distraction. Niema be beti matoto because wama niema ka wubenya no unsa nka biem. Third thing that is very important is that you lack godly counsel.
You lack godly counsel. Okay.
Benefits you get the opposite of them.
Okay.
Once I make say, if familiarity says in one case you will not know.
Yeah.
It will take somebody outside because Charlie, you are abusing a certain access, you are abusing a certain privilege. If when you will be answered down for be an or ben yami or ben bit matia or now, what happens is that it is the prophet that will know. I gave you this access, you've abused it. I gave you this, you abused it. Until now, he begin to withdraw from you. Immediately you see those things, and no Christ is assigned to tell you that you are abusing certain privileges.
Okay.
In the first year, immediately those things are cutting. You check yourself. What did I abuse? The first thing you do is to run to him and apologize. And that's what people be the very phobia. Now what do when now power chop. And yes, sir, humanistically speaking, bet me we di nkomo honhom aduane, but honhom fam niema ebeboama honam na yini no unya bio. That is it.
Wow.
And a dangerous prophet is somebody that will still flow with you and not tell you the mistakes you have made.
Wow. Oh, Charlie.
Will tell you the mistakes you have made. But unconscious. That is dangerous. That is very dangerous. So that is the little I can also say.
Okay, this is a question. Eja uhu adia obeka. Like you are with him. Whatever you do, he will say.
Okay.
Whatever the situation is, obe making sure so obeka. And eja obeya ade na on kashe, but still be moving with you. Or not on pamo, or not so on say anything, but they are still moving with you. Which one is dangerous?
The on cash or no benanti. Who change bibia? Like onye ejase or your hunamu kekeu. The thing is, a prophet is onye obia kekeu, and before you make a move, he knows already. Intino onene nama unim what you are capable of doing and what you are not capable of doing by reason of proximity. Okay. He knows your flaws. He knows what you can do. He knows what you cannot do. So if you are not open or prone to instructions and corrections, especially a typical example. If I wrong my father, immediately you do that, then you know there is something wrong. Then okay, fine. That means that kind of a father, in quote, maybe that is my experience.
To you.
To me.
Yeah.
He is killing you slowly, but you don't know. But who say why you're born, he loves you, he wants you to grow, and he wants God's favor and God's blessing to be resident upon you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Twaso. I think I have a question here.
Okay.
What about seeing your father going somewhere that will kill his ministry? Will you still watch him go? Or you will use wisdom to talk to him? One who say, Ebia, or pay to Anamo and or always be a behani ministry as a loyal son, as a faithful son, as what will you do? Ube to the finance, ube Jan.
A behani ministry says a be collapsing the ministry.
Yes.
Okay.
Will be question.
The can say as a son. How did you know said baby are all corner? ebe condemning the ministry. We are not talking a father as a teacher, a pastor. We are talking about a prophet. And before any prophet makes a move, he knows what he has seen. And to say maybe all corner, ebe hand in ministry, and I say ebe collapsing the ministry. Where are you talking from?
Okay. Oh, it could be anything. Perhaps ABR, excuse my words, ABR one who say of fra the ministry anymore.
Of friend just saying.
Okay. Like he wants to indulge in those things.
Okay.
Secondly, example between ABR name some more doors, which is a money cause problems. Like a pay by a bit to me are destroying no.
Okay.
Do you get something like that?
Okay.
There has been an instance about to say, or because or the pay antenna because ABR say. What will you do as a son?
Okay. 2 examples where you need different. Okay. Let me touch from the second one here about first one. A man some more doors. My papa taka say the prophetic ministry is catching. Obi ani je nkom hwadwuma ne ho. Enti de nipa bebre all kinds of people ba brabo. Ohun so papa ema some doors. Ema some doors mention antia say but I assume say
you know womanizing.
Okay.
You know,
Okay. What must you do to all a son no kutunefu? Say e papa baby a wo kɔ no e betime ma animguase aba.
Yes.
Powerful. You don't have a right to advise your father. This one is from a deep point of view. You don't have a right as a son to advise a father in any way.
See how the ministry is being destroyed and
when I was in ministry they destroy. What you do as a son is number one. Do you know if a prophet gives you access to be close to him, it means that one way or the other he has tested your loyalty. Working with a prophet, dicey. For a prophet to bring you close to him, he would have tested your loyalty. And if your father in the second example said, okay, ministry now. The first assignment of a son is to pray and intercede for your father.
That's the first one.
That is the primary assignment of every son. Okay. If you want to advise your father, you don't advise your father, say your son will advise your father. It is wrong. You don't do that. Advice flows from top management and yet from down upwards. Okay. What you do is that if you know somebody that is also a father figure to your father, and no krano with wisdom, there is how to handle it. You have something to say to somebody that is higher than your father. You know your father gives reverence to.
It's not reporting.
You are not reporting. If you do that, it means you have your father at heart. You don't want anything to happen.
In your saying, you said you shouldn't discuss your father too.
This is
an
issue.
So how do you go discuss what your father is doing to a friend and a colleague?
Not a friend. I didn't say a friend or a colleague.
Okay.
I said somebody he also revered as a father.
Okay.
As I have a father, my father also has somebody he also looks up to. So I can't discuss my father with a peer or a colleague. I have lost my sonship. That is why I'm saying that the first primary assignment is to pray and intercede for him. Number 2, even before you get number 2, you must cover your father's nakedness.
Okay.
I sabi odin semfon, but as a son, there be. Let's use the mask. Papa you in every meal you cover him. In every way. But if it is getting out of what you cover now, the defensive game is not working. Then, per extension, you are not reporting him. And I'm going to say, no, it comes with wisdom. How to say it is wisdom.
Like you have to say. In other words, you have to say.
To help. How said the name? You've done all your best. You've defended. You've prayed and done everything. So you must say something, not to a friend or a colleague, but to a spiritual father or somebody he reveres in the ministry.
As a son, you must say.
Oh yes.
Okay.
You are exposing him. Say, not to say you are advising him, but what would be Papa? If you are saying the same, not necessarily say, Papa, if you may advise you, I will bless you, Papa, if you are not saying the same, then so-called
the father.
Okay.
To me, you are reporting him and you are expressing the
wickedness.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
that's obey me. Yeah, make I say, are you not reporting him? The moment you say a word to a third person, information is
okay.
You've opened it up to another person.
Okay. May say, let me try and say this. May say the fact that you open up and I said something is going wrong. Now o can't obia your father reveres and I saw obuno say ono so ye jawo.
Yeah.
Nyamejuma mu no. And he say I can't discuss if I discuss my father to my colleague. Kwasiasem na medi. Okay. Okay.
And now who will be?
Mama can say yemfa obi te say me papa. Yemfa papa as an example. Ebia wa ye bibi. Okay.
Mommy, maybe I know. And now who will be?
Oh no. Like I'm not like somebody like my father.
Yes.
Do I have somebody I can report him?
Yes.
Do you?
Yes.
Yeah. Much
You don't have anyone. Yes.
So in this situation, where they?
In your closet amount. To me, then you have to go forward.
To go to your father.
Yes, sir.
And tell your father that Papa, really what that Roma.
You are advising him. But I'm Brazil. If you have Papa, I will say, Nipa me no be na headi Papa we die Misrao. Na me ma we ni abaso. It's the same as Papa. When the man say my be bound. Me ma we ni
abaso. Different.
Yes.
What apply wisdom?
Yes.
Good. That is the same thing I'm Mr. Kanawa. Because I can't go and advise my father. And look how it's wrong. And I cannot also talk to a colleague of my father. No. But in a way, I'm saying that there is a way to do it. That's what I say. There is always wisdom and discernment must work here. If you see somebody, and I'm gonna say definitely, our father also looks up to people in the ministry.
Okay, in this case, Papa, who?
No, I can't mention one here. No, that is a private. I will abuse access.
No, it's for some person or they are drinking say ABCA. The question is, we are putting Papa in this time.
Okay.
Does he have somebody like that?
Yes.
That should
He
know?
honors people. He honors elders. No, wait.
Also,
okay. He honors leaders.
Okay.
Papa is somebody that honors leaders. Hey, Mama, you use for rest. He's below.
Example.
Okay, example. Okay.
No,
you can't mention name.
Yes.
So there is a name, but you can't mention.
Oh, me, I don't know anyone.
Yeah, okay.
Me, I don't know anyone.
Oh, but and basically say minimum, but he honors fathers. Okay.
Say, your father is also for Richard. Now, when him say, you never forgot mine.
Oh. Bring it. Okay. Oh, okay.
This situation, I think it's a BS.
Okay.
I was working with my mom, I was working with a man of God. Now, or come baby, a baby, or not a hot team. So, said, yeah, won't me advise for the Korean Bible. So, maybe one by and I had a dream said, or name Obia or Tissa, beside me, maybe I know or not me, Papa or College. But the guy who a certain figure beer didn't make me Anna, my friend didn't come say, like my young dream be. The dream is about soft penny beer. Like everything 70 because must have dream dear. My friend Diabo. So my friend said, can I see you? No bad church. Drive you free to feel my church. The corner of and said, who said the past messy. So that when you pay and a color to say, no, you know, China tower home never before. Now Bible flat to the woods. But the enemy, yes, I'm not dying.
Okay.
The enemy, no, any pana BBSC. I'm not going to say about. But may apply knowledge to translate dream into something of a chance. And I'm going to catch him. It will know my bonnet. Mama, say, and I say, a good
Powerful.
by using wisdom.
If you pray like I was saying, if Bibi says now bompire, who intercede man, definitely. Let me not use all, but definitely, Mama, there is a dream and that's something you will be seeing. If that happens, in the case of suffering today, if that happens, still now, like I was saying, say, even before it gets there, number one, your basic role is to pray and intercede for him.
Yeah. That one there.
Number two, you must cover his nakedness.
Exactly.
And I make us say, in extreme cases, where what cover if you do baby like now, I know your time, thing. That's why because the first example is very also key. But baby, do know it's getting worse by the day. You can't go to your father and say anything to him. And that's what I feel. No. And untimi, like I was saying, untimi can't change the colleague and baby. And especially a typical example, like in this case, if the prophet is even married, you can't go to the wife and that is foolishness.
Say, hold on. Say if you are one who say, oh papa, yeah.
In the case of example now, can I masem ye?
Okay. Let's not dwell on the masem no alone.
So another example now, and I'm saying about first one.
I don't know what we
no, I want to will be
sad. I want to interest was so much.
Two questions now be side. Examples we na make.
It was just example. So let's make it broad. What was our papa yeah, air killing ministry? Probably or zank for fast. So there are so many things people are doing that you can't say. If you're ozan for fast, you understand. And as a child, as a son, you can't go to him. Can't you get close to the wife? If your mama, one or two things ma observe. Because if I stand to be corrected by the public.
Then let me correct you first. Going to the wife to report, say, Ebia mama pacho, but who say, Ebia daddy ye way. Do you talk to his wife more than himself?
I'm the host.
It's a rhetorical question. Before you becoming a son, he was already with his wife. So if you have anything you have noticed, you can't notice anything better than his wife. You can't, but what do you mean? I say, must study where you are, auntie. Mama must study babies. No, you can't study him more than his wife. But his wife knows him in how crowd they don't.
Okay, so for some, let me bring in this. I remember Papa Taka say, "Tama you too free that by now." Okay. He asked some of the pastors to go
find a place, a rent place
for us. Then later he said, Mama called them. Mama knew Omoya Jane. So Omon country Papa say. And when they did that, and the day about us here, we are enjoying.
You wait,
when your revelation.
Yeah, I've gotten it.
Enjoy. Okay. It's not the same way. Say it be a crana, the wife and him say. Oh, Miles ever never you are not. I mean, share a concern because if you see something going wrong and you watch it going wrong, are you a loyal person?
What is going wrong? No, the thing is, you must define the problem now. It is the problem that will know who
Into a punk of for faso, people are leaving the church. People are daily, each day, people goes away with the church. And you've realized that we are me pay and cause that thing to happen.
So you are going to his wife to report. Hey, Mama Pacho, many a baby so say bibi say ni into Adaroma, only papa nkasa.
So obey to me, papa. You know when I be catch.
So obey to me, papa nkasa. Now to me, papa nkasa go property number 9.
Because I think
before you be what I want us to get in the say before you came in as a son or as a daughter,
she was there.
The church was already in motion.
Yes.
And you can and say something like that as ultimately be notice be being chain. The wife, he doesn't stay somewhere and the wife is staying somewhere. They are staying together. And if there is a mistake, the wife will be able to tell.
Okay.
Anna enumpono as a wife, she discerns to know, am I talking to a prophet? As at now, am I talking to a husband? Am I talking to a father? Or am I talking to just a normal man? As a wife, she must discern these 4 characters. Right now, what mood is he in now? If he's in a prophetic mood, now meaning that but I don't know if you are getting it. Yeah. Some way, somehow, we are growing, so we fall one way or the other. Sometimes, if you fall as a son, you don't go to your father straight away and apologize. The heat and the pressure now, you can't go there. So you channel it. And if you channel it, the best place you can channel is because you identify the problem. How to solve it is through the wife. And mama in this context. And also Papa saying no. Good. First, I also would discern who said the man has descended from his office into becoming a husband. Then let's talk as a wife and husband. That is where he can chip a fault in. She knows how to massage to get things solved.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, there's a question here. Do I have to walk away when a father is doing ungodly something?
Ungodly as in number 1, please identify the problem. Ungodly as in
yes.
So let the question be plain. There is a way to leave.
But you have to leave.
If it's no more showing what do you do? First and foremost, me can say 1, he is showing you God.
Yeah.
2, he also shows you the ways of God.
Yeah.
Now, God now he's no more showing you God.
Yeah.
And he's no more showing you the ways of God. By to know God, through him to know God and to know the ways of God perfectly. Now it is not coming. And no, you should leave.
Okay.
Man, I say you must leave. You should leave. But how you leave is very important.
Okay.
How you live is very important.
Okay. Okay, so let's come back to when you papa and when say familiarity are set in. Ways ben now you will rectify it.
Oh, I spoke on the first sign I want Kasa will do. Because if you are denied certain privileges at first you used to enjoy, it must tell you that familiarity has set in. Into one Kasa, you must have an introspection of yourself. Number 1. Number 2, what you do is that pe ubia ofereno. Now
Okay.
Number 3, what you also do is that if you want to block familiarities, 1, after having this introspection, what check you. Number 2, what you do is that pe ubi no. Number 3, if you are somebody that is an ardent an effectual prayer person, and obia you are intact with God near there, you will know that you have gone wrong. Number 1, his actions. 2, denying you of certain privileges. Because familiarity, you are being familiar not with the human aspect of him, but with the divine aspect of him, the office. But what brings the familiarity is that when you are too much around the human access, then you tend to add the spiritual access. Because among human access, then if you, one important thing they say, if he gives you those access, you might see flaws.
Sure.
Sintoye ba ewo honam pastor let me quite say if you opebufu opewe oyewe, and sometimes you can even go to the extent that as more no nam no din komana so ta ko no ofie no, sometimes you can even go see your spiritual father maybe even in shorts, in singlets. All these things, as she's giving on my access, we don't abuse them all.
Yeah.
Now, when he picks up a microphone to preach or to talk or to pray, when he say, "Oh, we're 7 and I'm preaching now, once these things come in, you are gradually disconnecting. Oh, he's my son, he's my son. Spiritual wise, it is God that determines that bond. It is heart-to-heart connection. That brings the spirituality part. Into no offer me biatra, oh, papa, oh, so the formalities, oh, obeje mic no obe bompa gakra, no eti nyame asema, oh, papa de obeyin senkwa, papa de not paha, but I'm talking generally. Papa de obeyin si, papa de we obeka we, papa de we obeye we, we anu ahyenkom. The moment these things comes in your mind, it starts to play in your mind, know that you've been familiar. And also so no a blocky bibia impartation in ma. Spiritual direction in ma. God wouldn't bypass your father to speak to you. For what? You are not the vision carrier. And to know all these things, if you are denied privileges you used to enjoy at first. Number 2, nemebu onoma like who say opobi na nakopanacho familiarity in spirituality. Familiarity in honam adwuma. It comes in when uhuno honam niamo no din komo sere bibia, so you think papa de menena. That is it. That is where familiarity sets in. Into a home, but about through physical niama oye with your father.
Okay.
That is it.
So my last question before we wrap up, Okasana will say some privileges you missed, but there are some people they will still give you that privilege.
And you're dangerous.
So we are saying this out there because you like obi onuma who say they were fun for granted, but he will still flow with you. Still no be more believe the prayers. Still no be more sorry. You will do whatever it is. So in this situation, what do you do?
Wow. My first answer, I'm remember when say every good and a focused father will deny you privileges. Every good and focused prophet or a father must deny you some privileges. Good because he wants you to grow. Focused in terms that baby and the share or no on person be missing the mark of God no. All ma also won't miss it. Into udin semuhuna, he will deny you privileges when you have become familiar.
Okay.
Said the beya one kasa wo beba wo so na watutu wanamo yi. If he is not, I wouldn't want to maybe use the word bad. If he is a wicked prophet or a wicked father, he will continue to give you those privileges to enjoy. With a prophet, it is not the human nature, it is the spirit nature. That's why I'm saying Hunamu for our son. But spiritually, his heart is disconnected. Nothing flows from him to you. Especially when he complains about something many times. And now repeatedly. As a son, wakawe, jaiwe, Anytime he's correcting you, jai, you should know he's a good person. Jai unyai. As a good father, he would deny you certain privileges.
Okay.
He would deny you certain privileges. One, ebia first ukofie koya de ma no o ma wo mafie bio. Ebia ba sorry ebia office be ye we mama and I say fa we kosi pulpit so mama, he wouldn't allow you those access anymore. The moment those things come, it means that he is a good father and he wants you to grow. And yes, I'm talking from experience. Mom say so among those signs now, he's a good father. He wants you to retract your steps and come back on track. Wow. While you are on your way to Obekun simple.
Wow.
Yes. Uba.
Wow. So for Sammy, so I'm also privileged na say we say woman that Onyankopon so for Sammy, you've really blessed us this evening. Sad topic we treat it because a lot of people get privilege. Everyone ya kunya say omone omaso from paying for for leaders near that benante. We should make sure say ma familiarities and setting in. That is why we talk kasafa and a church say when you be nante familiarity abam and so for some as I try kwanya ye buffer so I say realize this is man abba when you so for penny them and as when you penny being tema ne obeye say be ya obetru from and the dangers behind it near insunsua when you're free sanya man must say if you are familiar with your elder.
Obi say how would you determine if when your father is in the spirit or in the flesh? Answer no. Answer no.
I'm the host.
You are a daughter of the prophet. Answer no.
I'm the host, Kasa. I think you say something, so you should know your father as a son. So nipa na obisa sa question no. Say unim nipa oninam. If you really know God, you know his ways and the things he does and he does not. It is say or your father, definitely you will know.
Yeah.
Definitely you should know. Because
how would you know?
By working with him constantly, you will know.
Okay. So just like
you know when he's
you know some madam for you as well.
Very good. Say mama bufu are definitely ube won say the bufu. Ojawa ube won say the wejaw. And if she is okay with you, you will know she is okay with you. Just as you said, Papa Bejina pulpit, he's a different person altogether.
Powerful.
Nobody should tell you say my father is in the spirit when he's in pulpit. And I say even normal conversation. Some of us we have opportunity to sometimes send our information to him. With you should know the kind of person you work with. So your papa, for instance, me and my father, may so rest in peace. When my father is in his element, I know because I am his daughter. Wow. I've studied him. I've taken my time. I'm conscious. There's something about consciousness. Be conscious of the person.
Powerful.
Be very conscious of the person.
That is the answer, ma'am.
Exactly. Be conscious of the person. If you are really conscious of whom you are working with, anytime our best switch you will get to know.
Also, that make us say sonship and I said daughterhood and daughtership. These two roles, it depends on where you are speaking from. If you are close to him, it is different. A church member can call him a father, me papa ni. Wow, be a little bit my friend, but there are mandates need different, responsibilities are different. For a father to call you a son, that means that if you are close to him, it is a heart-to-heart connection. It's a heart-to-heart connection. That is where the blessing flows from. And for him to call you that you must be, let me use it brophobia, you must be knit with him in spirit. Because if he switches, immediately something must tell you. And yes, you are not close. You are not in close proximity.
With our church, say Papa administration not also switch into prophetic. They know, but we're not mostly. I mean something like that.
That is when he is in his element.
Exactly.
When he's in a church setting, but you are in a car with him. How do you know he has switched? You must be discerning. That is why Mika said, as a spiritual son or daughter, I was with prayer altar on fire.
Yeah.
Papa, like my father, he's somebody, he can switch at any time. Only with the but he can go off. Then you must know in your spirit that no, my father is different. And immediately you get to know that. Who say, Ebia, wabo obidi, and that's why baby say. Sometimes BBC waha, especially in church. O preacher, sometimes o preach na obe sham command ho baby. So for Ben one man, me jim mic ni finish of Ben sem. Me ya no agina. Find your friend say. So some other time he told me say I must have there before na. You must follow. Sometimes you don't just listen to the preaching. You must study him. Know when he can switch. And everyone man, or come say no, baby, what do no? Anything can happen.
Sure.
You must know. Sure. And yes, then you are not.
You are not. You can't,
close with him. You are distant.
No. Exactly.
So if you are working in close proximity, these things you must catch them in. And you don't need to be taught. You must just catch them in the spirit.
It's to add up. You don't have to take things for granted when you are working with the leader and also with the prophet. No. Be conscious. Be conscious of it.
Yes, sir.
Like know him.
I said, "Oh, Papa, cars and I got you." Say, "Oh, Papa, your debut scripture no can say. Are you okay?"
No. Me Judy say answer ni pakro ni question. Yedi enkomo twetwe ni ebewie. Nyambwa echna your program kama bia eba so. Thursday bia ye ya to need praise, prayer, prophetic. Program my papa edi esi honum awon wade ne ensenkyere ni esi nyame edi papa edi dwumade hronko ewo baabi no nyame bo echna we ne baba ko amaya ono so ne bedi dwumade nyambo echa your friend prophets, the royal prophets nana bafo ewa nyambo echna praise prayer prophetic oni na echa mantle no talking na ye day by anything you do adibia we bia fa ho akade ebra eno na nyambo echna nyame enam papa ebaso eni ebidi nkom afin so papa wojumede bia odi ayato ne din partners okọ hospital ko yi amount for oboa nkrofo tua nkrofo I mean Namenam so a holistic ministry to a lot of people. Sa partners the opesa will join here. Ye will forms be wo honum. Ye will oshe screen is so for friends bit media to some my oshe screen is why ye will QR code be. You just scan it with your normal camera. A beba questions beba you just answer, then you become part of partners. Your contribution are you to we have 100 from 100 to 500, from 1,000 to 2,000, from 3,000 to 4,000, from 4,000 to 5,000, upwards to 10,000 to amount via upesewutia. Aside paying to help people, so Papa any issue will Zoom at the end of every month, their last Saturday of the month, Yene Papa age medism. He prays for us. He tells us what is ahead of us. Next month, no, on my BB and he said, Papa, that is the privilege you get by being part of this partnership. Yes, sure. Ube to me, Abeka, your partners, no one. Send me di kind, and the Jumediation could be dear Papa, I could pay baby, old Jumedi Ashe, Nyamidi, and Munyam. Na you yes suffer Sammy. He has been a blessing to us. Suffer Sammy. Nyankopo insure so ama ho kwan ama nyankopo eyuse. It's for a hase and I dey and tips na beju. Nyame boa next week yebesa ahia. Bye bye.
Can you just, in like 30 seconds, you want to blast in the language of the spirit? Come on, lift it up.